I kept seeing the same thing play out, and it started getting hard to ignore. Different guys walk into the shop, different budgets, different plans, and somehow they all end up circling the same few pistols. Not once, repeated. One guy came in set on a Glock, didn't even glance at anything else. Then he handled one of these, paused, asked for another version. Different color, different setup, like his plan just shifted mid-conversation. Next day, different guy, same thing. Then it started happening faster. I didn't even need to wait. You could see where it was going the second they picked one up. That's when it clicked. This isn't hype. This is what people actually choose when money's on the counter. So this list isn't the best. It's the pistols people keep reaching for right now and what's pulling them there. Some make sense immediately. Some don't until you handle them. And the one at the end, that one's changing minds. He was already halfway through the decision. Counter covered in the usual micro options. Smaller, slimmer, easy to carry. Clerks running the same script you hear everywhere. Keep it light, keep it simple. Guys nodding like he already made up his mind. Then the X macro hits the counter. Not even what he asked for. He picks it up anyway, just to check it. Pauses. You can see it right there. And that quick hesitation, like, wait, is this too much? Grips fuller. Not huge, but definitely not what he came in for. He almost sets it back down. Doesn't. Adjusts his hand again. Now the questions change. Not how small is it? Now it's, what's the capacity on this? How does it shoot? What's it like to carry all day? That little pause. That's the whole shift. People walk in chasing small, then they feel something that still carries clean, but actually shoots like a real pistol, and suddenly small doesn't feel smart anymore. The X macro didn't take off because it's tiny. It took off because it made tiny feel like a compromise. Now guys come in asking for something like that without even knowing the name. Still rides that edge though. Not truly micro. But once that hesitation flips, they don't go back to smaller. Late afternoon, nothing going on. Grocery stop. Line moving slow. Guy in front of me keeps adjusting his waistband. Like something's poking him wrong. Not once. Constant. You can tell when someone's carrying something they want to like. We end up outside for a second. Small talk turns into carry talk like it always does. He tells me he just switched. Something better. Bigger name, more money, all the right reasons on paper. Then he laughs, not proud. Feels great for about the first hour. Says after that, it just starts digging. Sitting, standing, getting in the car, always there, always reminding him. He didn't expect that part. Then he hesitates. Looks off for a second. I might go back to that Taurus thing I had. Says it like it annoys him. Hated admitting it, but it just worked. That's the part people don't talk about. The GX4 Carry isn't the gun guys brag about. It's the one they circle back to when the better option starts wearing on them. Literally. Price, size, capacity. It just makes too much sense when real life kicks in. Still gets side-eye though. That budget label sticks. But once comfort starts winning arguments, people stop caring what it says on the slide. And the next one, that's where people stop experimenting altogether. I was at the range last week watching a guy try to pick his first micro compact. He had already been through 2 different ones and looked tired. He kept adjusting his grip, dry firing, and asking the same questions over and over. You could tell he was close to just picking one and dealing with it, even if he wasn't fully happy. Then someone handed him a Hellcat Pro. He didn't say anything right away, he just held it, racked the slide once, and checked how it sat in his hand. After a few seconds, he looked up and said, "This one actually makes sense." And that's the part I keep seeing with the Hellcat Pro. People don't pick it up and act shocked. They pick it up and stop shopping. It didn't feel like a full-size gun, but it gave him just enough more in the hand that he stopped treating it like a compromise. He wasn't trying to convince himself anymore. He just looked relieved that he didn't have to keep forcing something that didn't feel right. That's why it keeps getting picked. Not because it wins arguments or looks impressive on paper. Because once people actually hold it, the back and forth ends. I've got a buddy, cop. Long shifts, real hours, not the kind of guy chasing whatever dropped last week. We grabbed food not long ago. I asked him straight up if he'd tried any of the newer carry stuff everyone keeps talking about. He said, yeah, that was it. No list, no breakdown. Just, yeah. Didn't even sound interested in the question. So I pushed it, asked what he was actually carrying now. He just tapped his side. Same thing. I laughed, told him he's missing out. That's when he looked at me and said, flat. I already tried that. No attitude, no defense, just done. Then, after a second, I don't need something that impresses me for a week. I need something I stop thinking about. That stuck, because I've heard that same tone before. Different people, same place mentally. Guys who already went through the cycle, tried the upgrades, swapped things out, paid for better, and quietly ended up right back where they started. He said it again before we left. I keep trying other stuff, but I always come back to it. No explanation. Didn't need one. The Shield Plus isn't what people chase. It's what they land on when they're done chasing. Doesn't stand out. Never did. But that's kind of the point. And what comes after this, that one doesn't feel quiet at all. Timer already beeped before I was ready. First shot broke clean. Too clean. Second shot stacked right on top of it. Someone behind me let out a quiet, "What the hell was that?" I thought it was a fluke. Ran it again. Same thing. Faster this time, but tighter. Like the gun wasn't waiting on me to catch up. That's when it starts messing with you. You slow down mid-string. Not because you have to, because you don't trust it. Like you skipped something. Like the work didn't happen. Then somebody else steps in. Watches the target, not the gun, runs it, stops. Same look. Now there's a couple of people watching. Nobody's asking specs. Nobody cares what it weighs. They're watching results. And it keeps happening. Different hands. Same tight groups. Same pause after. And that's where it flips. Because now guys aren't just watching anymore. They're asking to run it. Asking what it is. Asking where to find one. That part didn't take long. The Shadow 2 Compact doesn't just shoot well. It makes people feel like they're shooting above their level. And once that hits, they don't really argue about it. They just want it. Doesn't carry light. Doesn't make perfect sense. But none of that shows up on the timer. All that shows up is performance. And once you feel that, you're not really comparing guns anymore. Over the past few years, I've watched a lot of guns come and go. Some blow up overnight, then disappear just as fast. Some hang around for a bit, get a refresh, a new version, then get replaced by the next improvement of the same idea. That cycle just keeps moving, but the PX4 never really played that game. It didn't take over, didn't fade out either. It just sat there, quiet, off to the side, not part of the conversation most of the time. And every now and then you'd still see one, not in the hands of guys chasing new stuff, but the ones who already tried it. That part didn't stand out at first. Then recently, something shifted. Now you hear it again, not loud, not everywhere, but enough. People asking about it, looking it up again, picking it up like they just discovered something new, except nothing about it is new. Same design, same feel, same weird rotating setup people used to brush off. So why now? Because while everything else kept changing, this one didn't have to. And the more people cycle through better options, the more this thing starts making sense again. Not flashy. Still a little odd, but it stayed. And now, people are coming back to it. Not because it changed, but because they did. So yeah, that pattern never slowed down. Different buyers, different reasons, same few pistols keep showing up. Not because someone pushed them, because something about them keeps pulling people back in. That's all this is. Not the best, not the loudest, just what people are actually choosing right now and sticking with. Some of these you probably expected. A couple only make sense once you get your hands on them. And that top spot still doesn't sit right with everyone, but it keeps getting picked anyway. So now I want to hear it. What's one pistol you didn't really get until you handled it? Or what are people grabbing where you are right now? I'm Steve, and these patterns, they show up before anyone explains them.